No one investigates like News 4, and tonight we have an update on a story we ran Wednesday that's drawn a huge response. It was in regard to a family on the verge of losing their home because of an unpaid garbage fee. News 4's Al Vaughters joins us now with this update. Al?
Well, Diana, we found a number of Buffalo lawmakers are looking to reform the city's tax collection efforts to bring more money in while helping more homeowners avoid foreclosure. It could help folks avoid the nightmare that's facing an elderly Riverside couple.
This ain't the beautifulest house in the world, but it's ours.
Bob Rabbitoy digging in his heels in the fight to save his home from foreclosure. The Esser Avenue house his daughter Dawn Gonzalez bought for Bob and his wife Lillian was sold at a city foreclosure auction back in October, and the new owner has already put them on notice he wants them out.
My mother has Parkinson's. My father's sick. They don't want to leave the house. We don't want them to leave the house. They know the neighborhood.
City officials foreclosed and sold the house over $443 in unpaid garbage user fees. Dawn says she didn't know of the foreclosure until she received a notification from the city after the house was sold. Housing advocates say the Rabbitoys are not alone, and homeowners often claim they didn't receive their notices from the city. Collection officials say they send out at least 15 notices before a property is auctioned, but concede they're not required to show the notices were actually received.
Yes, it does need some improvement.
Maston Councilman Damone Smith is sponsoring a measure to improve the city's collection efforts while helping property owners stay in their homes. One of the biggest issues is notification, which can be sent to the wrong address or not delivered at all. Smith says the reform measure would step up accountability for both collectors and property owners.
You can ultimately have somebody going and visit them, phone calls, tracking down the person until you get some type of contact, instead of just mailing them and then hoping that somebody reads the mail.
The reform measure is making its way through the Common Council. Mayor Brown says he supports any efforts to keep people in their homes.
Any legislation by the council that can further improve the process, I certainly welcome. We're always looking for best practices. We're always looking to improve what we do, and so I welcome the council's review of this.
Dawn Gonzalez and her parents have hired an attorney, and a state judge has put the sale of their house on hold until the case comes up for a hearing next week, and we plan to be there, Diane,
yeah, absolutely.
with a follow-up.
You know, you have to ask, though, how is the council's reform? Would it help the Riverside family?
It would definitely help in this case. They claim they never received notice from the city that the house was being sold, while city officials say they sent plenty of notices. Now, this measure would require a taxpayer be served in person. So there's no doubt. The council is also looking at a different way of handling delinquent user fees other than foreclosure.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Al. We look forward to your next update.